let's move on to an interesting question, especially with Jason Gillespie recently calling the Aussie team Dad's Army. Michael Clark having a good giggle about it at the High Commission the other night. At VHP Parek, who will be thinking of retiring after this Ashes? And he's listed a few. I can think of a couple of others. Michael Clark, Jimmy Anderson, no. Chris Rogers, Brad Haddon, and he's put KP. I'm not convinced that's terribly relevant.
Haddon and Clark, I would have thought for certain. Chris Rogers, probably almost certainly as well. Clark, this is the Australians haven't won an Ashes series here since 2001, so it's a major challenge for Clark. It will be the last little feather in his cap, really, if he can achieve it, and that'll be a nice way to go for him. And he obviously has trouble with his back and so on. So I can certainly see Clark retiring. Brad Haddon's slightly in decline anyway. So is Chris Rogers. Jimmy Anderson, well, you know better than me, but I can see him playing at least another 2 years of Test cricket. He doesn't seem to get tired. He's got this amazing stamina. He's light on his feet. He seems to get, if not better, to remain as good as ever. It will be down to his mentality rather than his body in the end, whether he retires or when he retires. But I can see him easily getting 500 Test wickets.
Let's hope so. And I guess a couple of other there. Ryan Harris, you'd imagine this would probably be his last Test series. Sure. Shane Watson, possibly, maybe he's got a little bit longer.
Yeah, Shane Watson has.
Mitchell Johnson is also no spring chicken.
Yeah. All these guys, I mean, I can't see them retiring in a hurry because they, it's very well reimbursed, their life, and you're a long time retired. So fast bowling obviously is tough, but maybe Mitchell Johnson. He'll still play cricket, but perhaps Test cricket he might retire from, I suppose. We'll see.
Well, we've talked touched on Brad Haddon there, and he's obviously had a big influence on the last couple of Ashes series. Sorry, the last Ashes series particularly. And at RA No Break 1978, that's some Twitter handle, has asked, will Brad Haddon be as pivotal with the bat this series?
I don't think Brad Haddon will be pivotal with the bat. He's in decline as a batsman. His average in the last 12 months is sort of 20, and he's only made 150 in all formats. And your eyes just do go a little bit. And with the twin roles of keeping and batting, I could actually see him losing his place in this series. If England bowl well, pitches do a little bit, he might fail a few times. He's been a great cricketer, but I can just see him tipping over the edge in this series, and they might need a replacement.
I'd also add into that as a former wicketkeeper, not at Brad's level, but it's a lot of Australian wicketkeepers struggle in England when they first come. All of them have, particularly at Lords, because of the wobbling ball and the technique that they use.
Yeah, good point.
And it will be a test for Brad, because if he struggles with the gloves and he's slightly in decline, it'll all have an impact on him. It'll be interesting to see how he goes.